And the voice is coming from not even like 50 feet away from you, over a little bluff that separates you from that land.
I casually turn my head up towards it and at a leisurely pace make my way over.
I cook a grenade and throw it over the hill.
Arms fly. It's a fucking mess. Crow, whenever you do kind of crest over that little hillside, you see down below you Lucas Mueller clutching the side of his mouth with an apparent hole having been recently cut from it.
Jesus.
Looked like a dagger was ran straight through his cheek.
Ahoy.
You people, you can't help yourselves, can you? Working with the rat catcher, sneaking in Vertrauen, and tracking me behind you. Do you even know how much trouble you're in? And he just spits mucusy blood just kind of against the stone rock.
Aye.
You say yes, I just... Hard to believe when you go and do stuff like this.
I hold up the gold jawbone to shut him up.
Yeah, he will immediately shut up. Alright. That saves me some time asking about it. Here. He'll hold his hands out.
I chuck it to him.
Yeah, he will catch it and just immediately forget his cheek. Just kind of like poring over each detail, making sure it's a genuine article.
Can we all see him?
Yeah, he's at this point walked a bit closer.
Crow's talking to thin air.
This guy's he's never been around.
Is Lucas here right now? Aye.
Had a brother named Lucas. Oh no.
It's just like defensive, kind of unsure.
I just threw the piece of treasure we found in the dirt, and I'm like nodding to the empty space.
Got to an hour and a half in, use the javelin on your own mouth to try and get try to get him out of your head. The fucking Fight Club.
And he'll just say, "You and I are good. Me and that rat, though," and he'll just kind of shout out, "Make trouble for him as soon as I find him. I promise him that."
Abandon the bilge sucker and attend thee. And he'll nod Lucas over the burrow.
Yeah. He will kind of join the rest of you. And whenever he's within earshot, he'll just say, "Just so you all know, a half-drowned man stumbled into town last night, and he said that 2 fish, a sailor, and a tin can wanted Arnaud dead."
I'm trying to remember who decided how that went, so Crow knows who to blame.
Well, you told him, but then the pale lady pushed him.
That's right.
Yeah.
Crow.
Word is that you... Go ahead.
Crow grabs Lucas by the sleeve and shoves him atop the pale lady, and he'll say, "Attend."
Gonna need a few more words than that, friend. And he'll stand up, not sure what to do.
He'll kind of be slimy.
Yeah,
Coming out from the
definitely.
pill, and he's like, ugh.
Yeah, I'll have to kind of wipe it.
She's completely unmoved.
Not thee. And then he turns his head to jam at the pale lady. Thee.
And what is, for my reference, which drunken man are we talking about?
Right, Clinton.
Clinton.
Bill.
Bill.
Bill. Yeah,
Bill.
I will say just definitively Clinton is the man.
I'm telling y'all, I'm warning you.
She let me live. It's fine.
He's gonna come and kill Arnaud, okay? It's not good stuff.
Was he the guy that I pushed over the...
That's
Yep.
right.
Okay, alright, great.
Yep.
now I'm remembering. Yes.
I did not hold her hand. I didn't do it.
She'll say, kind of looking down to the guy that had been shoved into her, she'll say, "What do you expect me to do?"
Attend thine ailments. He gestures to the hole in the man's cheek.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Now understanding that he didn't mean to, like, swallow this guy whole. She'll look down and kind of take one of her webbed fingers, these long, slender fingers that emerge from under her cloak, and she'll take him by the chin
Hey.
and turn him and go,
Good.
"Ah." And she'll roll.
Ooh, that ought to do it.
She'll,
Yeah.
What is going on?
he'll get a nice shot of, like, as she lifts up one of these webbed arms and the kind of cloak slides back, just adorned on, part of her body are these, like, old ropes and netting that have been kind of rewoven into intricate designs and patterns that hold things for her. And she pries free one of these colored glass vials and pops the cork out of it. And kind of, you never really want someone like a sea creature to smear goo on you, so he's kind of whinging the whole time, but she does, and it sort of stings, it burns for a second, but he can kind of feel uh, it numb.
Hey,
As
I'm
she
not ready to die yet. Oh, that feels kind of nice. I'll say. Just kind of looking you directly in the eye, a bit terrified, but realizing you're here to help.
It will heal.
Yeah. He will just kind of nod, paying you the proper respect. And honestly feeling better for having a pierced cheekbone.
The debt
He grows a
remedied.
fin there.
The debt remedied. Forsake thy grudge with the would-be king.
Fine. You're right. We're not even going to be here that much longer. Why go chasing him around and causing all that trouble for myself?
Aye.
Boat'll be here in 3 days. It's not going to wait a fourth.
Sufficient.
The Pale Lady will look a little distraught, as much as her alien features can, knowing that there's still 3 days between her and leaving the island, but she will nod.
And until then, I suggest we keep our heads down, find a place to hold up. We can even get close to the plague pit if we have to. We just need to lay low, because Arnaud is going to have a trouble with you. And I don't need trouble with him.
I don't think he's gonna have trouble with me.
Yeah, what makes you special?
You see that? He's gonna gesture up to the city and the smoke that's rising from it.
Yeah.
That was me.
Huh. Well, if you could prove that, he might just pin a medal on you.
It's the unpinning of metal I'm more concerned about.
Very good. Yeah. He'll chuckle a bit, just shaking his head and saying,
Don't laugh!
could have had those things off for you, but hell, you want to march into Vertraun and do it yourself, that's fine.
Rakote's gonna look at this guy who keeps promising that, and he'll say, "And what can you do for him that the smith at Vertraun could not?"
You have a smith, then? Said this is Lucas, looking, eyes brow raised.
He says, "It's in the cards, but he'll
Oh,
say,
promises, huh?
he'll say, we've retrieved your plunder. We've fixed your ailing wounds. Can you not spare any of your attention to free him from his bondage? Maybe make all of this easier for every one of us."
Well, I'm gonna want him to have his hands when we go up against Laos. We get in Vertrau and I'll help take him out, like I promised. Just make sure you stay between me and the big guy, alright? He'll, nod to you, Rastavan. The Rat King, I mean. If that wasn't clear.
Oh. We're killing more rats.
No, no. That rat catcher seemed pretty set on it, but we are getting straight through his domain. I'm not stopping for a second longer than I have to. And Lucas's plan would basically be there are like plenty of ways this story could end, but one is a mad dash through Laos's kind of like a kingdom, and if you make it to the other side, the boat would be waiting for you.
Hmm.
No need to stick around and deal with more kings. There'll always be another one.
Aye. Where did thee last cross the rat catcher?
An hour back. Before he gave me this. Said I wasn't being patient enough. He's just prattling on and on. How can anyone be patient with that thing?
Hmm. He just looks toward the horizon.
Yeah, and when you do, you see a kind of a crouched figure scuttle behind some rocks. Yeah, definitely Gollum energy.
No.
He's just gonna start walking out toward it.
Yeah. Okay, you will be approaching, and then you'll just hear a voice call out. Are you mad?
Nearly. Ratcatcher.
Oh, yes.
Come out.
Oh, you're mad.
I love the rat catcher.
Pitiful.
You will see a little white, oh, not little, a substantial white rat head pop out from a rock nearby, and you will recognize it clearly as Laos's scalp, which has
Pitiful's?
been Yep. Sorry, Pitiful's scalp, which rests upon the other rat scalp, which rests upon the child's mask.
Oh boy, he's getting worse. We gotta stop him.
Oh god, he's playing Team Fortress 2 for too long.
That's exactly it. It seems burdensome, but he seems proud of his crown, is how I'd put that.
He grasps his coat and said, "What did the beast yield?"
He will say, well, this.
Does he mean his hat?
Yep.
Crow looks at that and is clearly experiencing some dissonance between hope and reality. And he looks back down and he says, "Nothing of the pelt."
Burnt. Ruined. This is all I had.
Slowly turns and glares at Rakote from like Rastavan. See, Rastavan from like 500 feet away.
But the rats, they see me. They see it. They know me. King. And the hat will give +2 resistance to vermin rolls. It's currently on
shit.
his head, though.
Yeah, you gotta take it off of him.
I see no difficulty in bullying this child. Crow is going to slowly turn back and say, "Thou have no throne to thy name yet."
But you'll help me, won't you, Acolyte?
His version of saying "we'll see" is to be completely silent as he nods his head and he says, "Thou served purpose enough in drawing the thief. Return to camp," as he guides him to the lake.
Okay. Yeah, the rat catcher will see Lucas and then immediately start hiding behind Crow. Just kind of like ducking and moving with you.
Like a dog that, like one of those shitty little toy breed dogs that doesn't seem to grok that you don't want them on you. He repeatedly kicks the rat catcher off of him, only to have him return milliseconds later.
Yep. You get it. Hey, rat. Glad you could come around. No trouble between you and me. The big guy saw to it. Come on, shake my hand.
Oh, he definitely wants to hit him.
Oh, he's gonna hurt him.
The rat catcher will slowly start moving forward.
Crow
And Lucas, gut.
nods.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And, Lucas will smile and then just deliver a punch straight to his nose, sending the rat catcher down.
The pale lady seems surprised. Oh.
She's surprised Pikachu.
Yeah. She never could have seen it coming.
Crow is
Now
not
we're even.
surprised. Yeah, Crow's not surprised, and he bids down to the flattened rat catcher. A lesson to thee.
If you need to, I can teach it again, says Lucas, looking down at him as he walks away. He's not directly engaged with him at this point.
Gets consumed by a pile of rats as he exits
Yeah.
the level bonus.
Full skeletons left behind.
The second he touches the ground, he turns it around.
Oh,
It's animated like Super Jail.
yes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It's so instant, fast, and violent.
Life is fleeting. And there will just be a silence as the noonday sun hangs overhead. And that silence is immediately disrupted as high above you, you hear the just kind of rattling of an explosion. And see plenty of rocks start falling off the cliff's face and just plummeting into the water that you guys jumped in 2 hours ago.
We have to go back. We have to save the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I protect nature.
A beach turtle just looks at you pleadingly.
Oh. You gotta do it.
I see a turtle with its belly baking in the sun turn itself over, and I walk over and turn it back over on its back.
Oh my god. Take turtle soup +2. But there will just kind of be the echoes of an explosion that carries across the water. And Lucas Mueller just looking up and gives a long whistle. I think that's the start of it.
Yeah, that's my cue.
Yeah, Crow's body language is mirroring the same idea.
We ride.
Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah, I get on my cycle,
Slow
and you guys
ride.
left the
The cycle.
Oh my
I get
god.
there way faster than anybody else.
Yeah, Sean's definitely there first.
I love that every one of the scenes I get to play in, like I get to play in set, out in recess before any of the other like classes get to come out. So Kane just gets to DM to me for a little while before everyone else shows up.
Every
Um,
single fight scene.
The map isn't loaded yet, so you fall through. There's just
Fuck.
a white void below you.
Oh shit.
I drive straight out.
Oh, fuck. You'd have to roll an 8.
Easy.
John rolls a 10. He always rolls a 10. Don't try to stop him.
Yeah,
Come on.
don't ask him to do that.
Oh,
Kane, you're not ready.
Built my entire character on this Kawasaki. You can't take it from me.
Man or machine. That's what it's about.
The anachronism of going for a fucking like crotch rocket in particular.
Yeah, just the most gaudy fucking shit piece of fucking machinery.
His gauntlets have a hole for the handlebars that he fits them in.
This thing was completely obsolete the second it rolled off the line because there's another one already out. It's worthless.
Thing didn't make it to the show floor.
Its market value is going down by the second.
So yeah, honestly, the full conflict, all of the focused effort, years of planning is going off high above you. And even from this distance, you can hear the sounds of conflict. It's a bit of a walk back around towards Vertraun's main entrance. Is that your way forward?
That's where I'm going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, but I do want to have one more real quick thing.
Yeah.
Before before we depart, Rakote is going to approach Crow once again. And he's going to say, you know what, maybe never mind. I'm gonna wait on this. I'm building that relationship with Crow, but if I give him this piece of the puzzle right now, I have no guarantee that it's not gonna get used right away.
Smart. I like that. The Ratcatcher will see your guys' movement towards Vertrauen, and he will regard Crow, who is his de facto leader at this point, and say, "No place to hide there. Too much noise, fire. Plague pits. Meet me there." And he will directly point across, and Overlook is right there. You can kind of see above Bulwark, and then directly to the plague pits in the west.
Crow's indignant, as he only socialized with this creature for a reason, and he will attempt to bid for the little bastard's help, and he'll say, "Crowded city, many places to hide. Come hither."
He's going to stealth 4. If you notice him, I would give him to you, yeah.
Oh, shit.
As it is. Everyone spreads out.
Spread, find him.
Find him.
It was
Find the creature!
I'm in the craziest shit.
It was technically possible.
Rakote's pustules burst on his own face and go in his eyeball. This is how it feels.
No!
And then there will be no one there. And then Lucas will just say, same way he did me.
Crow is going to look at Lucas in a bid to, if he does not depart himself, that he's going to force Lucas into the city as well.
Yeah. Lucas seems like he's going to stick out with you guys. He promised to help with Rostovan's chains.
Oh,
Okay.
Interesting. All right.
You guys are going to help him fight Laos. He needs all the help he can get.
We're definitely going to do that.
Certainly.
No matter what, you're going to fucking run into this dude. It's going to be a nightmare. So Lucas will stay close and follow you guys towards Vertrauen.
All right, we'll head uphill.
Okay.
Bing, ba-dum, bing, 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 bing.
And when you do, Vertrauen somehow looks worse than how you left it. The long kind of smoke still billows, and now 3-4 more have joined it as you can see entire towers have toppled seemingly overnight, or sorry, seemingly over the last 30 minutes. Just kind of spilling more rubble and smoke into the battlefield. And the walls that you guys first traversed are completely unattended. There are no torches or guards looking in there. All their attention is turned inwards at this moment.
Crow is going to follow the path that he usually does when things are relatively simple, which is to just carve a straight path through. He's going to march in a direct line across the rocks and up towards the collapsed wall.
Yeah. Easy enough. And when you do finally get closer to the wall, all those dozens of figures in the night, the ones that were keeping watch alongside the torchmen, you can see that they were corpses, kind of hollowed-eyed.
Oh.
And in the rubble, just kind of like, if you narrow your eyes slightly, you can see a tiny little bell placed in front of one of them. A lot of the debris has kind of knocked all these bodies left and right, but there is one corpse, just kind of eyes forward, and a single bell in its finger, which dings as you get close. And then it explodes like Hector saw.
Oh!
But there is just the soft ringing of this bell that is completely drowned out by all the conflict and the attention that's being paid elsewhere.
Yeah, Crow removes the bell and just pushes the corpse over on his way through.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, ow.
Not cool.
What the fuck?
Not cool, man.
I'm gonna try to find where Arno is.
Okay. Are you guys doing it as a group or individually?
Well, if he's gonna do it, I'm sure as hell gonna
That's
take
yeah.
the crowdsource.
Yeah.
What's your notice, Pale Lady?
My notice is 2.
She's actually the strongest. She's the most powerful, Rastavan.
Oh.
So who's buffing me?
Me?
2 of us.
All right. Wow.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Are
That's
you-
a -4.
Holy
Holy
mother Christ.
All right.
Chasing gophers, eating trains.
Question, if someone fate points for you, can you re-roll off of a fate point that's fate pointed for you?
We also don't know what the challenge is, do we?
No, but I'm going to tell you right now.
It's definitely not a 0.
Not a 0.
Yes.
Definitely not a fucking
It's
0.
it's a -3, thank God.
It is a 3 because you guys are walking into a war zone.
Well, yeah. Well.
I imagine we can re-roll. I don't remember the specificity of it.
But I believe it.
What I would say, okay, yeah, I would say re-rolling too. I'm fine with that. If you fail, you all would have to roll against a +2 fight, as you just kind of push deeper in, and then you could roll to find them again.
Okay.
So make your
I
choice.
I know I'm the hunter, but I've got nothing for this.
Yeah, the issue is I don't have much for this either. I'm not really focused on finding people. I mean, I guess maybe if Kane will accept the argument, the decades have made me more monster than man in that I have like a heightened sense of awareness.
Not in this case.
I didn't think so.
Like if you were in a cave or something, then fine. Or like darkness, if it was something more about your physiology in that way, but this is a battlefield and it's searching that.
Yeah, Kane and
It's
I
broad
don't
daylight.
buy it, Mac. We're together on this.
Declan, okay, get back. Yes.
Yeah, hey
we
buddy, why
both
don't you
agree.
just pitch me a free success on this one?
Get in line.
What with us being on the same side?
Get in
and all.
line. At the
Yeah,
same
it's not
school.
like
We
buddy and shit like that.
Alright,
It's
alright,
fucking
Shane.
patronizing.
All right, Kane. I don't mean to be like this.
Shame.
Uh-oh.
10 days ago.
Don't call me that.
A week and a half ago was Sean's birthday. Does that mean nothing in trying to let us just get through this?
Yeah, come
It
on.
means that Sean can roll against a 2 fight and then he can try again.
Oh shit.
Fuck you.
All of you have to roll against a 2 fight.
All right,
Hold on.
well, that's what we're doing.
No. Hold on. No. Listen. No.
What?
Do you have anything, Shane?
do.
I'm just gonna go with Shane now.
Go ahead.
I hate Shane because it's close to Sean and Kane, and I will not
It's
know who to
right.
respond to.
Yeah,
It's right in the
either
middle.
of you can respond.
Yeah, it's a gross homunculus of both of us.
That's that Mr. Kane territory that we dealt with.
I don't. Maybe my last aspect. Probably not, though. I don't think so. I don't know.
You're allowed to say it.
I don't. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think I have anything either, so. That's just a battlefield. Life's a battlefield, kinda, you know?
Life is a battlefield. That
I quit.
song, you remember that one?
I quit. This is bullshit. I don't even want to play.
I quit Fate.
I quit Fate.
All right. In that case, you guys can roll against the 2 fight using any defensive, athletics, or fight skills. Okay. Pretty good. Okay.
And we're all, I
All
think we're all
right.
gonna be all right.
We assemble like Ninja Turtles.
Is it just the 3 of them, or do I have to roll 4?
No, all of you. If you're going in, are you kidding me?
So we're all good.
No, I'm gonna ride it too. I'm gonna ride the roller coaster too, guys. I definitely am. I'm just gonna wait for the next one.
Yeah, honestly, this one looks pretty crowded. I'm gonna grab that. Guy's like waving me, frantically waving me to get on to keep the line moving.
We just see the very, very obvious silhouette of Rakote down in the crowd every time we make the loop on the roller coaster. He's still just down there. He's not getting on.
He's got a Dippin' Dots. If I'm gonna use the if I'm gonna use the aspect of the mall, do I have to do that before or after?
Oh, no, you'd be using a fate point
Yeah, if it's a fate point.
to charge that. So,
Yeah.
no, you could roll
So
first.
I can roll first. Okay.
Yep.
Phenomenal.
That was a great item for you. Okay. All right. Just 1 stress currently.
Yeah, I can take it.
Okay.
It could be worse.
So you guys, yeah, honestly, especially for a Kote.
You guys all do like Avengers flips. Just getting punched in the fucking gut. Just a soldier that has a sword and shield, but he chooses to knee me in the stomach.
Kick your cane away from you while you're trying to get up.
Like a Soul Calibur character, he starts kicking even though he's armed with a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
What does this look like as we're just sort of using our eyeballs and then suddenly are in a bar brawl?
Yeah, I have aspects
Hey,
already.
you
written out.
told us. What is happening?
Yeah. And so what you see is complete bedlam. It's war-torn streets as both acolytes and kind of the criminal element led by Arno are all clashing left and right. Each kind of channel that you look down seems to be filled with soldiers on either side. You have no sense of Petra Kraus yet or Arno, but you know that both of these figureheads are buried somewhere in here. Currently, it is just people trying to get out of the way and other ones rushing towards the conflict.
We all rolled athletics, so maybe what I'm imagining is that we're sort of dodging artillery fire. No one's consciously assaulting us, but we have to like avoid exploding buildings and shrapnel.
Yeah, it seems like much of the gunpowder in your nose tells you that is indeed what has happened, has already been ignited, and at this point, it is mostly just arrows and bolts flying across the sky. So, you guys are faced with another 3 notice challenge.
I would create advantage, but that would be taking away the stat advantage I can confer. Rakote, can you roll a context to recognize someone else who was normally in the court of Arnu that you might be able to help us notice?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for. I bet Nyx is near him.
That's, yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna kill you.
Nope.
What was the challenge?
2.
Let me ask you a very fair question. What do you do well? Quickly.
Yeah, where's that fucking 6 contacts roll here now? I wanna boost it. I'm fucking struggling. I'm having the same problem you guys were having. I don't know that I have an aspect to tap in terms of, I don't have like a good memory or like a good eye for spotting people. I think the closest that I would have is lasting impression, but that's more me making an impression on him than it is.
Yeah.
Oh, is there something there? Could he find us?
Okay. Man, that's actually kind of cool.
Now
Yes.
that's using fate points.
Yes, that
All
is
right.
very cool.
There you go.
Hold on though. If you find him using this aspect specifically, I think it would initiate you guys into like combat. You wouldn't be able to roll stealth and shit because he would be seeing you. That is the only stipulation, I think.
It's probably fine.
I think
just-
we've got this guy now that's going to use the forge to break us out. I don't think Arno is going to help us at this point. So, you guys want me to do it?
Why would
Is
you
it-
do it?
Is it important? He's just creating advantage.
Okay. You know what? Maybe
I'm
he'll
asking
see you,
the
but
group.
not get a. Okay.
I mean, he could see Rakote for sure.
I'm not
Maybe
saying
that's
we
that.
need to throw Rakote to the words, but do we need to invoke this fate point to make it succeed? He's just creating advantage. The odds are already fairly on our side.
We've not rolled anyway. So
Yeah,
we should
But
probably
do
roll
I
that.
make it harder on you guys because
Yes.
we didn't create the advantage?
Yes.
So to avoid making it more of
Alright.
a challenge.
Well, in that case,
You would find the wrong person.
yeah.
That's basically how this would work.
then yes.
Okay. So I'm
Okay.
gonna do it.
Yeah, there is a moment in this just cacophony of sound and violence where you look across the way, Rakote, and you see the face of Nyx, just kind of grizzled and browbeaten. And he sees you as well, and there's a moment of recognition, but his eyes face forwarded, and he leads a charge deeper into the city.
All right. Yeah, I will point that out fervently.
Okay. On the right path aspect.
There we go.
All right, let's win this.
In one shot.
Challenge of 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so notice challenge of 3
Yep.
with boost
How could we fail?
and 2 more.
Uh-huh.
Oh my
Jesus
god.
Christ.
Woo!
Still a -3.
That was
Fucking
close.
abysmal.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to retcon. You guys will kind of get a little bit of a sense before you drop into this. As following Rakote's advice, you press directly behind Nyx's advance. And when you do, you see that you are in the town square. Let me drag you there. You guys will be in the bottom right. And we don't need to belabor this currently. I know we're getting a bit late. But this is all true to scale. There are dozens of men, many of which have taken to these rooftops, which are these kind of browned out areas, aiming arrows down at the faithful below, just kind of taking aim. And then Crow, directly in front of you in the center of this mass, you see Arno.
The Kill Bill zoom in and music plays.
Yeah. And I'd kind of like to know, what would you do, Crow?
He would God. So are all of these numbers basically essentially NPCs that would react to us separate from the war?
I would kind of give you, yeah, yes, these are like, if combat initiates, they would be engaging. The green ones represent faithful who would be fighting against these guys.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. That one's green. That was looking nasty
Yep.
before.
Yep.
Then he would step into this space and cast his bone spear dead on for Arno.
Okay. Shit. That will indeed succeed. as you pull back, and through this mess of smoke and blood, a single bolt will fly forward and land in Arno.
Ian will close up on Crow's crazed eyes as he begins to reel in.
Okay. Yeah, and that'll be kind of as he is being dragged closer to you. Clinton, who's at his side, will shout, "That's them, Lawbringer. The ones I was telling you about. Enough talk. Grab your swords." And you'll see Nyx kind of starting to intend to march on with these two people in tow. And do you want to say anything to Arno?
Not to Arno, but as Clinton flees to his side, there will be a close-up on Crow's face as he makes eye contact with Clinton and says, "Little Bill Drat managed to flounder his way out of the riptide."
You don't get to talk to me like that. Not when I'm with who I'm with. And he'll just very clearly have nothing.
With my daddy.
I said enough talk. And you will see, Nyx throw his scabbard to one side and ready his sword.
I ready my sword.
Yeah, and he will look at you plainly and say, "Kneel, brigand, and your death will be quick. Resist, and I'll make it last."
Crow's not much for witty repartee, so he'll drag Arno in by another foot.
Okay. And I think that is where we will end things, as Clinton yells forward assault, and there is a wave of soldiers, arrows, and men all angled directly at Crow.
I go down
We
like
leave.
Scarface.
And we leave.
Everyone else goes.
Okay. Then next week, you guys weren't just sitting idly. I would give you an entire action to set up and
Of course.
decide where you want to be. So we'll take our time there and see what happens or what comes of this.
Great.